Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Okay guys, so this is the IP address for all of us. This is the username and this is the password. Remember, you need to be a root to run the Docker command, or you need to be a part of the group called Docker to run the Docker command. Okay, so this is the prerequisite. So before that, I'm going to install it and then I'm going to become a root itself. So logged in is a CentOS sudo -s. I'll become a root. Okay. Now first I am going to install the Docker. So let's get started. So I'm going to use this method one. So it's taking time. So Control C, I'll rerun this command. So sometime what happens if I cancel this and rerun that, it will take faster because of the different mirrors they will try, and it's done. So this command will install the Docker Community Edition. Almost it got installed, guys. Just a few minutes more. And finally, installation done. Finally, let's validate Docker got installed or not. So this is the command. You see 20.10x.2 got installed. Now I have to enable the services for tomorrow. For reboot, this will be restarted the services. And then now you have to start the Docker services. That's all. Finally, run this command docker info to validate everything is okay and wonderful. So now you see here, this is the client, this is the server version. And one more thing, whether you understand it or not, please go through all these commands output and make yourself comfortable. For example, this is the hub.docker.com registry, Docker root of local registry locations and many other stuff you can find inside this location, some statistics and stuff like that. Now I just run these commands to install the Docker. This is done, but let's find out where's a client server, containerd and all. So if I see which Docker, see here, this is the client. So whenever we talk, we send the command to the Docker command. You want to know where is the server Docker daemon? So see here, Docker D is right now running. You can see the process table. And if you see here, Docker D talking to the local host -h and talking to the container. Look at this container D. Okay. So ultimately they are listening on the container D. So where is the container D? Which container D? See, is located here, the container D. So yeah, we send the client to the server D to the container D, or container D do the rest of the things. Okay. So this is the command I have run in order to install into the machine and got it done. So guys, any questions so far? Any questions on installation front? All of you?
No other
Hello?
questions, Rajesh. It's good.
Okay. So now guys, I'm going to create a container. Remember, once again, in order to create a container, you need to have an image. So first, some of the commands I would like to show you. Docker version will tell you the which version of Docker you have. Docker info, I have already run it. One of the more command I would like to tell you, help. Let's say if you don't understand any commands, so help command will have a list of all the commands which you can use it. So these are the commands you should run. Now let's say you don't understand any command, so you can do like this also. So apart from that, if you want to know how many containers you have all together, all containers. A for all, PS for running container. So how many containers which is running, not running, all you have it. You see here, there's none. So the column is divided into the container ID, image, command, created, status, reports, and names. As of now, I don't have. If you only type the ps command, you will get to know only the running containers. So very simple guys. If you want to know only running container, then ps command. If you want to know running container, exiting container, created container, all container, -a. Now I want to know how many images I'm having. So Docker images. You see here, repository images, repository, local repository, you have nothing, no images. Repository tag, image ID, created, size, everything is empty here. So there's no images as such also. So first thing, remember, even though if I don't pull the images, Docker will pull that images while creating it. But just for the sake of discussion and demo, I am pulling the images right now. So I'll go to the hub.docker.com, and we all have decided we will use the image Jenkins. Okay. So here, this is the image I'm using, and I click on this image. So this image will give me Jenkins. In simple way, if I'll tell you, must be having some root file system, Java and Jenkins together. Okay. So here, if I click on this image, I see some deprecations notice. That means this image has been deprecated in the favor of this image. So I'll use this image, no problem. This is the image which I am going to use now. Okay, the earlier name was Jenkins, now it's a Jenkins. Still it is loading. taking a little longer time. So this is the image which I am using right now. So how can I pull the image? You have a command right side docker pull image repository. Docker pull Jenkins. I'm pulling this. Now it will be pulled. See here, downloading and extracting. Done, guys. See here. Can I run the Docker image? See here. I got the image now. The named repository named with Jenkins, tagged with the latest. Every image has a unique ID created 5 days ago, and this is the size. So I got the image. That's all. So guys, if I look at the component, see here, Docker engine, did we get it? Yes. Docker image, did we get it? Yes. From where? Registry, yes. Now what we want? Container. So we'll have to run this Docker command to create a container. So how to do that? So container lifecycle, where is this? Here it is. So I'm going to create a container now from the image of Jenkins. Start the container, stop, start, restart, pause, unpause, kill, and remove. So these are the things I'm going to do now. So guys, so far so clear. Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, Rajesh.
So here, Docker images, Docker create, very simple. See here, I am creating from create command. What? From this image. Now there's one container got created, Docker PS. Remember that I created, it's not running. So PS-a. See here. So whenever you create a container, you see there's a container ID from the image. Container is running with some commands internally. Created time status, created, not running, so port is not showing it. Names of the container. Names of the container is like quickie, clack, which is some generic name. Docker assign it randomly, unique to the host for every container. You want to set the you want to create a new container, but this time you want to create with a new name. So you can specify like this, Jenkins 1. So like that, you can create a unique name yourself also. You can give it subs. So right now you see here, I created a 2 container. Okay, you can create one more container. 3. See, the name is same. That Jenkins 1 is been already been used. So I could not create. So I'll change the name. And you see here, I got the 3 containers created. Look at the status column. That is important. Right now it's created. So guys, creating is so easy. I created 3 containers. Now I'm going to start the container. Okay, so Docker start. Now start, of course, container ID. So you have to use the container ID. You can use a name or container ID both. That's not a problem. So I use this container ID here. See here. Look at the status. You can run. Okay, so this is the way you can run the container. So like that, I will use one more container to start this. So right now I have a 2 running, 1 is created. Look at this status, up 20 seconds, up 2 seconds. So this is the way you stop the container. I start the container. Then now I'm going to stop the container. How can I do that? So here, Docker PS only running container, stop the container. I'm stopping only one container. Okay, you see here PS-a. So there is one container, the one which I stopped it. Right now I exited. See the status. Messages get changed. Here I created, so it created. When it is running, it's up. But when you stop the running containers, then the message will be exited. So exited means the container is in exit state and the container has run at least once. Okay, here this container has not run any time, but this container has run at least once. That's the reason exited. So mind it here, when you get exited state, that means container has run at least one time. Okay, so this is the exited. I stop the container. You can start that container again back. So docker start and container ID, and you see here now both the container I started is running. Now one container still is in created state. Okay, now I want to restart the container. So look at it very carefully. Here this container is running from about a minute. So I'm going to restart it. But you know what? I'm going to restart it together, both. So is it possible? Yes. Multiple container ID, you can specify separated by space, possible. And now both the container usage started and you see here, it got happened. So yes, you can restart the container again, stop and start. Can I pause this container? Yes, you can pause the containers also. So here, PA pause, container ID. You see here, look at this. I pause the container here. So can I unpause this container? Yes, you can unpause the container. See here, again is running status. Okay, so this is the way you can pause and pause. Can I finally kill the container? So let me kill the container. And you see 866, I killed it. So the moment I killed it, again it got exited. So stop also give you the exit status. Kill also give you the exit status. So stop also basically stop the container. Kill also basically stop the container. But why we have a two different command? So we'll have some assignments also. You need to figure it out. You need to find out the answer for it and help me with it. Before that, pause, unpause, kill, and then finally remove. So can I remove the container? So I am removing the exited container RM. Can I remove it? Yes. Can I remove the container which is running? This one. See, you cannot remove the running containers. You have to stop it or exit or kill it. Okay, you have to exit the container. So guys, this is the container life cycle and basics command which I showed you. Within a few seconds, you got to know all the commands and you were able to work with a container. Any questions so far, guys? Any questions so far? All of you?
Rajesh, what is the use case of pausing a container?
So this is the assignments. I'm not going to answer this one. Assignments, I have two assignments. Right now, whatever I did, that's your lab. And you have to help me because I'm teaching you something. So you need to teach me also something. Here, there's a two questions I'm having. What is the difference between stop and kill? So you have to find out. Docker help command is there and same time Google is there. You can also Google it and find out. But I need to know. So you need to tell me stop versus kill. Okay. And you need to tell me pause versus unpause. What happens? Okay. And you need to find out for me. And again, I will ask this answer randomly. So you need to help me out again. If you at any cost you could not find out yourself, then I will help you at last. Okay. Any other questions, guys?
So can we remove a stopped container?
Yes, stopped container means it'll get exited, so you can remove
Okay.
any container which is
Can
not
I
running. It could be a stopped or it can be created, can be removed.
recover also? No, right? After
No, after
removing it.
removing you cannot get back that container.
Okay.
You can get a similar container but not the same container. You can create a one more container from the image. So similar container you can get it, but you cannot get the same container. Any other questions, guys?
This conference will now be recorded.
Now I'm going to prove it. What is container? Because we had a discussion, right? Multiple discussions on it. What is a container? So I think this is what we discussed. So we have to prove it. One network, one PID, one mount, and one user. So let's start with one user. So guys, I'm trying to prove it. Each container is just like a one user also. Okay. So how do you know? So let's understand this way. Here, who are you? Look at this. I am a bash. My PID is 8876. So guys, before tracing a container, first trace yourself in the host machine where you have a Docker. So I am a bash right now, 8876. So let's trace that PID. So 8876. See, 8876 is a bash, and the parent of 8876 is 8874. 74. Let's trace 8874. 8874 is sudo, and the parent of that process is 8830. 8830. Now 8830 is a bash, and the parent of is 8821. 8821. Now 8821 is a CentOS to SSD, and parent of this 8825. 8825 is a different privileges is being assigned to SSD 24. And you look at this here. Now this is important. I trace myself, and finally I found out 8824 is belong to PID1. Okay, so now I want to know what is a PID1. And if I see the PS table, I see the PID1 is systemd. And who's the parent of PID1? 0. So everything has occurred, everything has come from the 0. So you are a user, you are also a process, and every process has a parent process except the process which is called 0, and 0, and from the 0 everything get derived. So this is how you trace yourself. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to see how many containers I'm having right now. Right now running containers I'm having 2, this one and this one, and both these containers, out of which I'm going to take one container and trying to trace it. Let's trace it. Docker grep. It has not come. Let's put the container D. See here, There is a one container which is here. There's another container which is here. So I have a two container true process. Let's pick it up this container. You see here, this container is also from the one. See, this is the PID of this, and this is the PPID. So in fact, you see here, the container how is being governed. So this is your container process on the host machine, and that also belong to the same PID one. Okay. Earlier the process also it was belong to PID one. So this way you are, I mean, containers are nothing but a user visualizations, which is nothing but a process. Each user is the process in the host machine. Each container is a process in the host machine. Now you want to experience that. You want to experience that, right? I want to experience. So right now, who are you? I am a root. I am a root user. And do you want to experience that user, which is this user or this user? So for that, one command I'm running, exec-it. I'm not teaching you how this command is working out. I will teach you a little bit in sometime. But I'm telling you, I am a root, but I want to become that container, which is this one. I want to log in as that user. So this is the command docker exec-it and then bin bash. Guys, tell me, who are you right now? Who are you? Who are you?
Jenkins.
Jenkins. So this is a user. You saw that here. This is a user initialization. You are logged in as a Jenkins. Remember, it's not in host machine. You remember I run the docker command. So you are a user. Container is also user initialization. Okay. So this is the first point which I have proved it. And every container is user. Now I said every container will have their own PID. That means own PID map means starting with a 0. So guys, host machine, you know how to do that, but can we go inside that and run ps-ef? Remember, I'm inside a container and I should see host PID, but no, I'm not seeing it. Where is that? Look at this. If this user is on the same machine, if it is a shared user, then I should see the host table, host process table, but I'm not seeing it. I have shown you previously how's the host table. It's a pretty long one, host machine table. But here it is a different table altogether. You see here, starting with a 0, I told you every PID map start with a 0, followed by 1 and multiple. See here. Now, I would like to show you one more thing. This is a proven. I would like to show you each container also have their initialization of the network. So let's go out of it, though you can run it inside also, but utilities, see here, container. This is the IP address. If config, it will not be there, I guess. No, it's not there. IP is there, exit, come out of it, and the docker inspect, there's one command you can also run and you see the IP address, docker inspect container ID, and you see the IP address. So each container, they get their own IP address. That's the reason the port can be same. Each container port can be same. Okay. So guys, I proven this one. I proven this one. I proven this one. The last point which I'm trying to prove is each container, they get their own mount. So how can I prove it? From outside also you can prove it. You don't have to go inside the container. Docker execute a container ID and df-kh. See here, change the container ID here.
To watch our complete session, enroll for our premium membership. Click onto the join button and enroll yourself with the best suited option.
See, the mapping is same. Why? Because both the container is coming from Jenkins image. There's the reason mapping is same. But whether the file will be same, let's prove it. So here I'm running touch command to create some dummy file in the TMP, rajesh.txt. So what I did, from docker execute inside this container, I executed this command inside a 7ff. So can I check this? ls tmp. See here, rajesh.txt is there, but can I check in that another container? It's not there. So you see that the beauty of it, each container is getting created from the same image, but still behavior is different, separate. So whatever one container is doing, second container have no idea about it. And mounts, you get it. If you see the mounts, you want to see that here, ls root, see that this is the mount. This is a root file system. Every containers we get it. Remember, this is inside a container. So every containers get attached to the one copy of root file system, and based on that you can write anything, and it will be separate one, it will not be shared one. But let's say if I write something in C drive, you can access it. You write, I can access it, but here these users are not able to access it. It's a separate isolation copy. So guys, did you understand now at least what is a container? All of you. All of you.
Yeah, this is clear, Rajesh.
Yeah, great. So guys, I'll give you 10 minutes to 12 minutes to practice all this command and prove it with yourself. I mean, you yourself, get it confirmed about it, what is container. And after that, I will teach you, after that we'll have a break, and after that I'll teach you, after creating a container, how to use it. Because if you are creating a VM, so you can use it, right? So you are creating a container, so you can use it. So I'll teach you that one also. But before that,
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.